I'm Jared Haynes, and this is Rogue Outdoors. Today I want to talk to you about the Outdoorsmans Gen 2 pan head. So this tripod head right here is going to be one of the very best on the market. The upgrades they've made from the Gen 1 to the Gen 2 are absolutely perfect. Everything that was missing or made it to where this could not be the Gen 1 pan head, could not be my only tripod head that I owned. Now the Gen 2 will do absolutely everything you need, and I'm going to explain to you how right now. First, I want to start off with price really quick. You're going to be looking at, if you need to buy a whole new pan head, about $499. However, if you have the original pan head right here, there is an accessory that you can buy. It's going to run you about $120. It's going to mount right into the top, and that's going to give you some of the function stuff that you would need if you're changing over to the Gen 2. It's going to update it for you. It will make it a tiny bit taller profile, but that is an option if you don't want to go ahead and invest in a whole new pan head, tripod head system. All right, so let's get straight into the major upgrades. So major upgrade number one is going to be this knob right here on the side. So this is going to be how you clamp the jaws closed. It's a two position, so you have fully closed, halfway open, which will allow some movement on most of your attachment pieces. However, if you need it all the way open or for absolute quick access, sliding it in and out, you do have that option. Now on the original pan head right here, you have this small plastic piece up on the side. So you're looking at this little knob right here. That was very cumbersome when using gloves to try and undo this underneath like a spotting scope or something like that. So this is a huge upgrade going to this bigger knob that just has the two positions for ease of access. Now, the absolute biggest upgrade, the must that they needed to make this a all-around best on the market, it accepts Arca-Swiss. So you've got down here on the bottom, you can slide in your Outdoorsman's specific mount. We've got the shooting V right here, and it clips in just fine. But say we have a spotting scope like the Vortex right here. Well, this has a built-in Arca-Swiss plate right on the bottom of it. So instead of having to add something else, we're just going to slide this right into the Arca-Swiss section, do our two-stage lock, and voila, we are now locked in, ready to do our adjustments and do some spotting. That is an absolute game changer. If you look here on the original pan head, like I said, it would accept, obviously, their mounting bracket, which is, if you see the spotting scope, I typically run right here. I have that small mounting plate on the bottom, and that's how I would hook my spotting scope in right there, and then you just give yourself the little twist to hook it in. But I had to, no matter what, add an extra plate to whatever I was using, whether it's spotting scope, binocular attachments, if they weren't specifically from the Outdoorsmans, which made it to where you were stuck in the Outdoorsmans ecosystem, which was good in many shooting instances or a lot of their binocular attachment accessories. But when I wanted to move into more Arca-Swiss stuff that is built around hunting rifles and things like that, well, then I started to miss out because you didn't have that. So then I could have an Arca-Swiss plate, have to figure out how to mount one of their plates to it, and that became rather cumbersome. As well as like on my camera, I have different tripod heads that I use when it comes to filming scenarios, and I couldn't just switch. If I had an Arca plate on my camera, I couldn't just switch and put it immediately onto the original Gen 1. But now that it has the really nice, quick, and low profile of the Outdoorsman setup, where you can just clip that in and you're ready to run, or in those scenarios where you need the Arca-Swiss plate, pull this out, here's an Arca-Swiss plate, slide that in, and lock it in. Now it's in there solid, really quick in and out access. Awesome upgrade. I can't speak highly enough of it. Now, when it comes to longevity of the Outdoorsmans pan heads, like I said, I've been using this one for 3 years. I've never put any sort of extra lubricant on it, never needed to. I don't clean this thing. I do, if I'm out in ice or really cold weather, I will wipe it down with a rag or air dry it inside the house. I don't just store it in the garage or something like that soaking wet. But the movement on this after 3 years of hunting, being in dust and dirt is perfect. And I'm gonna hold this up next to my mic. You can hear it's very quiet still. I mean, no issues when it comes to the noise that you're getting on it and those kind of things. So the build quality on Outdoorsman's products is absolutely par none. I mean, it's top class, top quality. That is why you're paying $500, which if you're looking at other tripod heads on the market, may not be the end of the world. I mean, there's definitely ones that are quite a bit more expensive and, in my opinion, don't offer as quick of features as this one does. So I wanted to do a quick update. I will be switching to the Gen 2 tripod head for sure. This is awesome. I do want to throw up on the screen, they do offer this in the micro pan head as well. I'm not a fan of the micro pan head compared to the normal pan head because you have more weight that you can hold on this. I like having the settings right here on the side where I have the front handle that's just a designated handle that doesn't do any sort of adjustments. And I think this is the perfect kind of mid-ground. They do make a larger pan head as well, but then you're getting into a lot heavier optics and more size. So I think this is the best do-it-all for me, and that's why I've chosen to go with, over the last 3 years, the pan head, and now for the foreseeable future, the Gen 2. If you like this review, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel for more content like this coming out soon. Thank you for watching.